All right, I'm going to start by reading the frame of mind directions out loud. Our goal is to find out how clear and understandable the survey questions are on this survey. Okay, next task. Didn't move for me? Okay. As you complete the survey, read each question out loud. For each question, rephrase it in your own words what you understand the question to mean. Answer the question describing your thought process to arrive at the answer. Say out loud how you would rate the clarity of the question on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being confusing and 10 being clear. Okay, so see the first question, what is your age? I would say, how old are you? The thought process is, I'm 36, I see 36. So 36 to 35, there's not much thought process there. I'm just looking for the number and then the number between the range. I happen to see the number, so it makes it easier than looking between the range. So I'm going to click on it. Clarity of the question is a 10, being perfectly clear. Okay, so the next question. Which of the following best describes your total annual household income before income taxes? Okay, so I would phrase that as, how much money do you make? What is your yearly income? There's a few different ways I would see that. Considering the before taxes, I would say, what is your gross income? Having to do taxes, sometimes that's more of a question, but as to what gross versus net means, so I think the question is very well worded to describe the thought process to answer that. I'm going to look again for the number and look through the range and contemplate where within the range, going through 1 through 10 basically. So I'm going to look for the amount between 45 and 64. Now I didn't see anything in the 50s, so that's why I kind of had to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and kind of go, okay, 45, 64, and do some math. That I didn't see any 50s. If I would have seen something in the 50s range, I would have chosen that to look at first. The clarity of that question, I would say that's a 10 as well. Okay, I'm going to continue. Okay, next question. Have you consumed nuts, in parentheses, peanuts, almonds, etc., for any reason in the past month? I would rephrase that as, have you eaten any nuts, like peanuts, almonds, or anything else, for any reason in the past month? I think it's framed just fine. The way I describe my thought process to arrive at that answer of yes is, it's very straightforward that nuts meant peanuts or almonds. However, I do have an understanding that peanuts are not the same as other nuts, and sometimes there's allergies associated with peanuts that aren't associated with other nuts, other true nuts. I would still say that's a clarity of 10. Okay, so the next question. Please rate how likely you are to purchase the specified flavor nut. 9 will definitely purchase, 1 will definitely not. Okay, so let me read this again. This one was a little more confusing because of the scale. Please rate how likely you are to purchase the specified flavor nut. Okay, so I see that there's down here I have to look and see that there's a potato chip flavored nut. I would I understand that to mean that there's a flavor of nuts that I might be likely to purchase, but the understanding wasn't that um, it was a specific flavor of nuts, which is how I would actually rephrase that question. So how I would come to answer that, again, there's a lot on a scale of 1 to 9. Uh, Many choices. I think I would cut that down because basically I feel if I had a flavored nut that was flavored like a potato chip, I might want to try it, but I don't know that I would want to buy it. So I'm going to say neutral on that. Um, the clarity of the question there was not that clear. I would again say that please rate how likely you are to purchase a specific flavor of nut, and I would change the way the scale is from 1 to 10 as in the tasks here. And I would put the will definitely purchase first before the number, and the same on in the parentheses there. Okay, I'll continue. Rate the following potato chip flavors that you are most likely to buy. 1 is definitely won't buy, and 3 is definitely buy. Okay, so I would rephrase that as which potato chip flavors would you most likely buy? Again, I would change the I would definitely buy to a, now that's a 3. It doesn't make sense. And definitely won't buy, I would put second as the 1. Okay, so that didn't make sense with the 3 definitely buy. So I'm going to describe how I come to it. So ranch flavor, I understand what ranch flavor is. So I'm going to go to moderately likely. Sour cream and onion, I've had those before and I'm not particularly fond of them. Barbecue, again, slightly unlikely. Again, few too many choices here. I'd rather just go to highly unlikely, not likely. Those two would be fine for me. Maybe and likely or very likely would be good enough for me. So you could cut those down into 4 categories. Okay, the clarity of this question, I would say, is a 3 because the 3 definitely won't buy. Definitely buy would, it doesn't make any sense. Okay, I'm going to continue. Okay, so I'm all done. Hopefully I answered all those questions appropriately. Thank you.